Welcome one, welcome all to the new season of the MRC, the ModNation Racing Championship. 28 of the most exciting, exploding, life-threatening demolition kart races in the whole wide world.
Karting fans and drivers alike are getting revved up for tomorrow's season qualifiers.
I'm the gorgeous Biff Treadwell, and with me as always is painfully boring statman, Gary Raisins.
Actually, Biff, it's Reasons, Gary Reasons.
After 10 years, I still don't care. Racing has been with us from the dawn of time, and for millennia the concept of racing stayed the same. But in 1931, entrepreneur Marcus Ramses Callahan had an idea that would change racing forever. The ModNation Racing Championship was born and rose to become the premier international karting competition ever in the world. Legends were made, forged in the dust and oil and glory of the track. And like racing, all champions have an origin. So the question remains, where will the next champion come from?
Hey, you. Might as well flip the sign. Out of stock on tan, beige, and cream. Haven't sold another color in 25 years, but I am still not taking them off the shelves. They'll come around sooner or later. Until then, we have a full stock of fire engine red, cobalt blue, and emerald green. Hey, what's on your mind? I heard. A bunch of customers were talking. Said all a racer needs is a kart and a crew chief. Had to ask an old friend what a crew chief was. Turns out, he is one.
Holy fur on a catfish. Is this a cart or a peacock? You do that? So you're one of them graffiti taggers. This thing come with training wheels, tagger? Good. Now gear up, tag. Let's race.
Welcome to the first race of the season, where ModNation's best will attempt to qualify for the home tour.
We've got over 10,000 cameras ready to film this race.
Actually, Biff, that figure might be slightly exaggerated.
You know what's exaggerated? Your giant forehead. Now can it? 250,000 cameras, 40 blimps, and the space shuttle are filming this race. Let's do this thing.
Okay, this is your crew chief. Apparently I can use this radio thingy to talk to you while you're out there. So listen up. Your cart's been fitted with a boombox, which gives you weapons and targeting capabilities. They cost a fortune, so the MRC will only give you one. Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
I'd like to make some witty Biff Treadwell trademark comment about the race right now, but quite frankly, I dozed off around lap 2. Gary, care to take this one?
You don't know a thing about business. Take one look at that hippie paint shop of yours. When I'm right, I'm right. Right?
Hey, great race out there.
Hey! Who's your favorite uncle? I am. Because I'm gonna make you rich, like me, Uncle Richard. But first, we're gonna have to talk about your, you. Because no one likes an artsy-fartsy softy, especially the conservative motors team. And by team, I mean me. CM's got an eye on you, champ. You end that rainbow act, I'll show you the pot of gold. Hello. Yeah. No. You've got it backwards.
Only thing worse than a colorful cart is a CM cart. Come on, I got something to show you. Okay, you won yourself a boombox. So what? Ain't like fans are running up asking for autographs or nothing.
Can I have your autograph?
Anyway, you qualified for the MRC, which means you get to go somewhere nobody else in the world gets to. Mod Spot. Knock yourself out.
Greetings, rabid race fans! Here we are at the Mod Spot, where you'll get a behind-the-scenes look at where your favorite contenders make the awesome happen.
That's right, and it all begins at the race station. Join or host your own online races in your quest for multiplayer domination. Hone your skills with Quick Race. Have a party in Split Screen. And every MRC career starts here. So if you want to be on the fast track to the winner's circle, Race Station is the place for you.
They're the best of the best, the cream of the crop, the top of the dog pile.
They're the hottest mods and carts on the track. They may change tomorrow, but today, these are the ones all the fans are scrambling to get. If you want your work up there with the greats, you'll have to make your way to the Creation Station. This is what it's all about, folks. Create, shop, and share. Here you can customize your mods, your carts, and even your tracks.
The only thing you can't customize is Gary. But really, who cares about Gary when you could be test driving premium content at the coming attractions venue?
The big screens will help you stay up to date with the latest news from the MRC. See which racers have been spotted here today.
Keep tabs on your competition with your players list. You'll always have someone to race.
In the Mod Spot, meeting other racers couldn't be easier. Just drive on up to them and strike up a conversation. Use gestures, voice, and text messaging to start a chat.
And don't forget to race on fan favorites at the Top Tracks venue. Or crush your friends with the quickest lap times on the track of the day at the Hot Lap.
Well, mods and modettes, that's it from the Mod Spot. Be sure to stay tuned as the MRC gets started.
Welcome back, folks. You could hear Jaws hitting the floor yesterday when the new hotshot racing under the name Tagger qualified for the circuit.
The former graffiti artist turned MRC contender has a secret weapon, a crew chief with a familiar face to kart historians. A veteran racer himself, Chief's career ended in tragedy with a king-sized wreck in turn 3 of the championship race 25 years ago.
Man, I love that wreck. It just keeps going, doesn't it, Gary? Ah, that's the stuff.
We don't know why the Chief has decided to come back after all these years, but whatever the reason, Tag is in good hands.
Good hands. Maybe if you want to wreck your cart. Roll that clip again.
The home tour begins now. The winner of the tour will earn a parts package sponsored by the Chickinator. Cock-a-doodle-doom.
What the heck is that?
Welcome to Farm Frenzy, where racers will fly by some of the cutest farm animals in the world.
Cute? You call sheep cute, Gary?
Sure, Biff,
Don't tell me you haven't seen the sinister look in their beady little eyes.
but they're sheep, Biff.
They've been penned up for years, Gary, with nothing to do but plot their revenge.
You might want to loosen your tie, Biff. Let's go trackside, where we've got an excellent group of drivers this year. These are top athletes, Biff, in peak mental and physical condition.
Really, Gary? Really?
Okay, this here's the first home tour race, newbie. So hit the track and listen up real nice, because I'm going to throw some stuff at you and I expect you to listen. I say turn left, you turn left. I say turn right, you turn right. None of this, but there's a little puppy to the right. I don't care about puppies. I care about winning. Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
That race was a hair racing experience. you get it? Racing, not raising. I can't take credit for that one, though. Thank you, Mother.
Outrageous, gaudy, crazier than a bag of rabid weasels. That's how fans describe Tag's showy outfits.
Love him or hate him, Biff, he's even cracked our coveted Beyond Incredible fan favorite list.
AKA the Biff List. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, he's a long way from topping last year's champion, Espresso. But don't count this rookie out. Even this reporter is getting into the spirit of things.
And in other news, Gary just graduated from pull-ups to big boy pants.
We're here at the Village Run, our first city course of the season.
So be on the lookout for things lurking in the shadows of the dark city alleyways.
I don't know if that's really going to be a problem on a racetrack. Plus, it's daytime.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
The drivers are in their carts and ready to go.
Hey, Gary, great lead-in. And by great, I mean boring, lame, and totally flat.
That's not what great means, Biff.
For you, Gary, lame counts as a real accomplishment.
Ever been blown up, stomped on, and smacked in the kisser tag? Because that's what's going to happen in these races unless you go on the attack. Now, it's time I teach you how to rough opponents up and defend yourself. Get ready for pain.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
What a race! Good old-fashioned head-to-head, tire-to-tire, face-to-face, mano-a-mano racing, yeah!
Got some bad news, Tag.
That cart is a tomb on wheels.
What Chief meant to say is that we can't afford these constant repairs to your cart.
She'll explode in a black mushroom cloud of annihilation.
Again, not how I would put it, Chief. But with business at the shop so slow, we can only afford a few more races and then we're out.
Axles and camshafts.
It was fun while it lasted, right?
A fatal tangle of metal, fire, and destruction that's only gonna end in tears.
Artistry. Elegance. You know what artistry and elegance get you? Carjacked! Conservative Motors B008S sedan is affordable, reliable, and guaranteed never to be noticed.
Nice day for a carjacking, wouldn't you say?
I knew I should have settled for less.
Settle for less. Don't get jacked. Also available in pale blue.
Conservative Motors, we put the ordinary in extraordinary.
Welcome to the stunning rocky vistas of the Alpine Drop Track. What, Biff?
What are you wearing?
I'm getting into the spirit of this
Are
track.
those lady shorts?
They're later hosen.
In other words, lady shorts!
Here we are at the starting line, and after days of intense qualifying, the starting order is finally set. It takes nerves of steel to get a good position.
Scissors beats paper. That was tough, Gary.
You're not dancing with ladies anymore, kid. You're gonna have to learn to use the course if you want to dance with these skirt-wearing racers. So let's tango.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
Thanks to this race, I'm officially on overtime pay.
cart's still in one piece. I'm amazed. Had to see that coming. Well, nice knowing you.
Hold it. I've got an idea.
In a world where bland carts ruled, one woman had the courage to take you from bland to brilliant. In uncertain future, thousands of gallons of paint, this mother will rock your paint job. Now open for business.
Next up, the first race of the Mayhem Tour.
New drivers will face the elite racers, the creme de la creme of the racing world, for the first time. That'll be a challenge.
Like working with you, Gary.
Back at you, Biff.
How about I smack you in the face?
Drill bit, skid plate, and wildcard are among the elites that contenders will race in this series. In other top news, Mother's Paint Shop has reopened as the first body shop for the general public in ModNation. Some are calling this the end of cream and pale blue carts.
Some are calling this the end of cream and pale blue carts. Thanks, Gary.
Welcome, race fans, to Miner's Rift, the start of World Tour 1. Will newcomer Tag survive his first time going head-to-head with fabled racer Drillbit?
Or will he crumble like you, Gary, at the quarterfinals of the City Checkers Championships?
Hey, some of those little girls were pretty good.
It takes a special kind of man to be stared down by an 8-year-old girl with pigtails.
We're at the starting line where Drillbit is showing off his explosive personality.
If there ever was a joke that deserved dynamite, that was it.
Racers, prepare to race! 3, 2, 1...
and smack Gary silly. That was one great race.
Great day, great racers, and a great track for a great race.
How many rainbow grams did you have for breakfast?
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, your creativity's catching on, Tag.
Yeah, looks like a rainbow spat up on your cart. Listen, I own some land out in Flatville. If you're in this for the long haul, we should build some test tracks where you can hone your skills. Let's go destroy some habitats.
welcome back. Hotshot Racer Tag has been dreaming up some spectacular tracks lately.
If only someone could dream you up a personality.
But even with all that talent, press focus more on the rookie's controversial flair than racing abilities.
That's why his only sponsor is his mommy.
Biff, your mic is hot.
I knew that.
Okay, it needs to be... You switch it from green to red, Biff. You switch it from green... I don't want to have to tell you again. With all Tag's style and success, fans are beginning to emerge. I have been looking forward to this race all year long. Skid plate on his home track. This will be great.
What is that awful, annoying screeching sound? You hear that?
I don't hear anything.
There it is again.
I still don't hear anything.
Oh, it's your voice.
Let's go down to race level. Here's a nice bit of sportsmanship by Skid plate.
Ooh, slap down at the start line.
That's completely inappropriate among professionals.
Sure, Gary. And Santa reads your letter every year.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
I've never been a racing fan, really. Always cared more for football. This was just a paycheck. But after that race, I actually care a little about my job.
Hello all, welcome to today's exciting matchup.
Yes, Gary versus this cute kitten. What do you reckon, folks? I'm going with Snuffles.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
Vasquez with reigning MRC champion Espresso. Are you sizing up the other drivers?
What drivers? I see only costumed fools. But you are as alluring as the Venus de Milo. Except you have arms.
You can just answer the question.
And you can just be swept away to my Tuscan villa to eat coffee beans from my perfect Italian toes.
And there you have it. Espresso, ModNation's offending champion.
I think you meant defending.
Did I?
Monchiato. Attack!
Ah, get it off me! Get it off me!
And here we go at Island Dash with track favorite Wildcard.
And his name really says it all. He is the anti-Gary of the racing world. A true rebel.
I'll have you know that I have my rebellious side.
Just a minute. Hello? Uh-huh. Oh, Gary, it's your mom. The ants broke out of your ant farm and she wants you home now.
Peepers and little Julius? I'm coming, darlings! I'm coming!
Poor Gary.
We're at the start line awaiting Wildcard's arrival. You know, Biff, local legend has it, he once power slid his own mother off the freeway.
Oh, and who hasn't done that?
Biff, you didn't.
Hey, man, you play with fire.
Racers! Prepare to race! 3, 2, 1!
Thanks to this race, I'm officially on overtime pay.
when Speedwagon asked me, Espresso, the undisputed pillar of racing supremacy, to design their new SUX 600D, I threw away the conventional design books. The best car demands the best materials. Leather seats made from the soft pelts of children's teddy bears. Exquisite bodywork invisible to the naked eye. And airbags sewn from the finest snakeskin. Speedwagon and Espresso. Only the best. The new Speedwagon SUX 600D. Okay, the big one's not done yet. But you just wait to see it. It's like this, but I can fit inside.
Due to budget concerns and the Geneva Convention, the design elements seen in this commercial are not included in the SUX 600D.
Here we go, the World Tour 1 finale, here in the treacherous forest setting of the aptly named Flaming Jumps course.
Hey, Gare, you remember the time I took you for a little spin on this track?
I try not to, Biff.
I've never heard a grown man scream quite that way before.
Let's go to the starting line. Can we move on now? We're trackside with Hale. Boy, he sure is proud of his kart. Look at how well he polishes it.
Good thing you don't care that much about your car, Gary.
What do you mean?
There was a little incident when I pulled into the parking lot this morning.
Prepare to race! 3, 2, 1.
to this race, I'm officially on overtime pay.
This is quite the turnout for another exciting day of racing.
They're not here for the race, Gary. They're here to get you out of that commentating chair, like villagers storming the castle.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
I said pale purple! I don't care if you have to steal crayons from crying kids. Make it happen, or I'll fire you and all your brown bag eating lunch buddies. See, Slick? Wild things happening here at CM. I can see you in pale purple. Listen, you're as popular as my first wife, Jenny. Popular enough for me to notice you. See that dotted line right there? That line will fill your pockets with green. And I don't mean paint. So here's what you're gonna do. Sign it and become conservative. Hey!
This tag could be a problem.
You really need to practice if you're going to nail the challenging Wild Run course.
I wish you could practice your commentating, Gary.
My commentating is well above par, Biff.
That's just it, Gare. Above par is a lousy score. I hope you don't do golf stats, too.
I don't understand the problem here, Biff.
On the fairway of life, Gary, you're a walking triple bogey.
We're trackside as the racers line up and we...
Oh, could you be a little more boring, Gary?
Listen, ouch, rejected.
Something you're quite used to.
Oh, denied.
And that, too.
And that, Biff, is something you're used to.
We've seen these MRC contraptions before, but these little beauties are under your control. Keep your eyes peeled for triggers you can drive over and activate.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
Devastators. Now you just have to use them. Something useful in school.
Devastator Central. Tag sure showed us how to use those crazy stompers. Welcome back. We've come to the Range Tour, where racers will have to contend with the stunning heights of the Market Run, Craggy Hills, and Rickety Bridge tracks. Sponsored by the Canadian Cryptozoology Committee. Have you seen our Sasquatch?
Boring.
Fine, do better then, Biff.
The toughest tracks and racers yet. Fade, Iceman, Scout. It's mayhem, destruction, a racing world war. Let's get ready to race! Booyah!
Here we go again, folks. The Market Run, World Tour 2, race number 1. You know, Biff, this track was founded
Thanks, Gary.
But I didn't even...
Too much detail. I could hear our audience snoring.
We're in a broadcast booth.
I have excellent ears.
Here we are, down at the carts, looking for Fade. He's the stealthiest racer out there. In fact, half the time, no one even knows he's there.
Well, that's something you can relate to, isn't it, Gary?
Prepare to race! 3, 2, 1... Stunting it, kid. The more spins, the better. Well, except after a hot fudge sundae. All of ModNation is going to be talking about that race tomorrow. White knuckle excitement. This is shaping up to be a great race.
That's it? That's your commentary?
I have some stats prepared.
Gary, only you can prevent boring commentary.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
Fantastic race! Hey guys, can I get a copy of that one on tape? What do you mean I have to pay for it?
Tough turns ahead here at Craggy Hills, where the steep mountain roads tend to confuse racers.
You left out the boulders, the S-curves, the ravine. How could you forget the ravine?
I'm summing up the track.
I'm about to sum you up. Gary Raisins, small, shriveled, pathetic. On to the race.
Ooh, Iceman's starting up a good old-fashioned dance-off.
What? Is this a music video or a kart race?
You didn't enjoy the graceful skill of the worm, the mashed potato, and the running man?
What skill? A few hundred volts and anybody can dance like that.
I don't think that's quite accurate, Biff.
Sure. Hold this microphone a second and I'll show you.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1. For that slick driving of yours.
stick sticks to the racing line like chewing gum sticks to the bottom of Gary's shoe. No, seriously, you should see the stuff Gary drags in here.
See this? You see this? This is fine. But this isn't. I ain't never seen a boombox take such a beating. They were built to be indestructible and are too dang pricey to replace. It ain't likely, but one shot in the right spot could take her out of commission. Then you'd be out of luck.
Couldn't we use your old weapons thingy, Chief? It must have survived your wreck if they're so indestructible.
What? No! If I had one, don't you think I'd still be racing? And it's called a boombox, not a weapons thingy.
Forgot I still had work to do.
Welcome to Rickety Bridge.
An idyllic beach setting 40 miles off the coast.
Wait, I thought this was a secret location. That's why I was blindfolded and shipped here in a box.
Yeah, actually, that was budget cuts. My contract demands I fly first class, which means you had to go cargo express.
Looks like the trash talking began even before we arrived trackside.
What did you expect? To these pros, life is just one long race.
Well, in my opinion, it's a bit unsportsmanlike. Don't you agree?
I'm sorry, after you said, in my opinion, our entire audience stopped listening.
Racers, prepare to race! 3, 2, 1...
Scout finds out the hard way that bridge can be a dangerous game if your opponent's tagged.
ModNation, get ready to race.
ModNation, get ready to race. Sorry, Gary, it just sounds better with my masculine deep voice.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
thanks to this race, I'm officially on overtime pay.
Welcome to the World Tour 2 finale at Drift Paradise.
Somehow when I think of paradise, it always involves you not talking.
This track features... This track features... Let's go down to the track where... Jez isn't the nicest driver, is she, Biff?
Gary, as us beautiful people know, when you're gorgeous, you don't have to be nice.
Or all that coordinated, apparently.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
It's almost like Tag invented drifting. We'll check with the patent office to make sure. Wow!
tomorrow's race proves to be a tough field of contenders, but Espresso has vowed to win the championship at any cost. The starting lineup consists of 6 different teams.
Espresso can kiss my wrinkled... What the... Whew.
You know, I could sell the shop. Then we could probably afford to buy you a new boombox.
I know it. If we play our cards right, and more importantly, you stay out of the way and leave the talking to me, we can get this kid bringing in the big bucks for CM. Who's looking for a dotted line?
You are!
I want to hear you say, "Show me the dotted line." I can see you know when to keep quiet. Good. The less you talk, the more you learn from me. Here's the deal. Under CM sponsorship, you get a new cart and a weapon system. Or you go home a loser and never race again. Want to be a loser or a racer? Chief, if you have an objection to him signing with CM, raise your hand. No? There's your answer, Slick. Sign it.
You don't have to do this. I'll sell the shop.
Or run to mommy. No offense.
Well done, sir.
You're fired. More enthusiasm, people.
My name's Beth, and I can't get to set on time because I got a sunburn and I need extra makeup. Welcome all to the Island Tour with tropical tracks like Sinkhole, Marina, and Rumble Island!
In other news, rookie racer Tag has just signed with Conservative Motors, makers of the ever-stimulating B008S.
I'm Gary, and I'm a 10-year-old stupid head. Even your puppet irritates me. I'll take it from here. World Tour 3, what I like to call the Grim Tour. 14 racers died after racing these tracks.
Really? I don't see those stats anywhere in my notes.
They died of natural causes many years later. It's called hyperboiled, Gary. Exaggeration for effect.
I think you mean hyperbole.
On to the Grim Tour!
Welcome to Modabon.
This is my kind of course.
Why is that, Pip?
Because this track is chock full of ways to take out your opponents. Sideswipe! I wish this wasn't voiceover. Our audience really would have enjoyed that one.
Here we are trackside where... My goodness, here's a racer who's really playing to the crowd.
As any well-loved sports celebrity should, Gary.
Ooh, knockdown.
Right in mid-whoop. That's just wrong. Never get between a driver and his whoop.
You just make it up as you go, don't you, Pip?
The great ones always do.
All right, listen up. This is your Uncle Richard in place of your comatose crew chief. Okay, so I don't know a thing about racing, but I know a lot about winning. So just trust me, we'll be fine.
Racers, prepare to race! 3, 2, 1...
carnage is over. What a race! An incredible number of takedowns. Truly magnificent!
It's not about luxury. It's not about speed. It's not about having the top of the line. It's about who you get to endorse it.
The views and opinions expressed in this ad are not necessarily the opinions of Tag, the impersonator hired to portray him, nor the talented voiceover artist reciting this disclaimer.
Conservative Motors, we are endorsed by Tag.
The competition is heating up here at the barren deserts of Sandstorm, site of the first race of World Tour 3. Biff? Nothing to add?
Nope.
But, I mean, I set you up perfectly for a joke about my barren dating life, or...
It's so easy, I can't even make fun of you anymore. I mean, your head looks like a squirrel died on it. Okay, that's the last one. Now I've moved on to Lenny in accounting. How's that mail-order bride coming along, Lan?
Let's go to the track where Slick is really playing to the crowd.
That's what happens when you have fan scare.
Ooh, I hope he didn't need that foot for the gas pedal.
You said gas.
I'm not getting paid nearly enough for this.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1. start working.
All right, 2 laps left. I think you deserve a bonus, but you're not getting.
Tag gives the recovery teams a day off with a great drive. Nowhere near falling off that track. Welcome to Switchback Valley. Mountain heights, dangerous jumps, and white-knuckle switchbacks.
Walking to the fridge is a white-knuckle experience for you, Gary.
Only when someone hides a cobra in my lunch.
Best hospital visit ever.
We're at the start line where... Ooh, Shadow's bringing some magic to the track today.
Really? Can she make you disappear?
I think she's a little too busy taunting Tag at the moment. Wow, that was a close call.
No, really. Can she make you vanish? I'd pay. Tell her to name a price. Racer! Prepare to race! 3, 2, 1... Shadow suffers a takedown from the mighty Tag.
Your dad always said you were born to race. I never understood. Until I saw you on the track. But Tag, I can tell you one thing. You weren't born to race for CM. It hurts me to see you like this. Chief, you're all right.
Of course I am. Seen my first coma. What in tarnation's going on here?
He's with CM now.
No!
He didn't want me to sell the shop.
25 years ago, I wrecked and was too petrified to race again. I was as scared as a 7th grade boy at the school dance, but not you. You did everything you could to keep racing, and I respect that.
You said you couldn't race. Your boombox was destroyed.
I lied. I was a coward. I couldn't face the lousy snake who wrecked me. But I still got the box, and there's nobody who deserves it more than you. But you gotta promise to race the right way. Your way.
Racing fans are gonna love this. Biff, there has been a big shakeup as it appears racing contender Tag has broken up with Conservative Motors.
Any idea who I'd like to break up with, Gary?
Is it me?
Survey says...
Okay, that's my name.
Stay tuned for more of World Tour 3, The Grim Tour.
Welcome to the Lost Temple.
Racers knocked off course may find the ancient stone slab once used by natives for communication with the afterlife.
Biff, actually, that is true. Wow, I'm really impressed. The Tiki civilization believed it allowed them to actually speak with ones who have passed on.
Perhaps we can use it to communicate with your love life, Gary.
Let's go to track level, where racers are really going to have to watch out for Aloha. He's one stone-cold racer.
Wait for it.
I mean, he's not budging a muscle.
Wait for it.
Wait for what?
Aloha means hello, goodbye, and booyah!
Subtle, Biff. Very subtle.
All right. Normal service has resumed. Feels good to be back on the mic. Racers, prepare to race! 3, 2, 1... What are you doing out here? Keep your eyes peeled and make sure you take down that tropical banana.
Another outstanding race from Tag. Unstoppable. World Tour 3, race number 4.
Much like Gary's life, it's been nicknamed the Sinkhole.
Did you really just high-five yourself?
I certainly did. Booyah!
Well, Biff, we're... Ooh, that isn't safe. Either NATO hit the wrong button, or he's really into warning shots.
Hey, as long as stuff gets blown up, I'm happy.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1. Be careful here. First step's a doozy. Knock him in, drop him down, and don't look back. Took him down to Sinkhole Town. Yeehaw!
seems to know how to use that sinkhole. Too bad for his competition. This is it, folks. The marina.
The marina. You know, Gary, you really put the common in commentator. You need a little flair, panache. The marina.
You just had an echo sound effect layered onto your voice.
Nope. Sound waves just naturally reverberate off my inhumanly thick pectoral muscles.
Wow.
Want to touch them?
No.
You know you do.
No.
Come on.
I do not. What have we got down here at track level? It looks like...
Now that's what I call a creative strategy. Hard to win if you can't steer.
I think that's against the rules, Biff.
I think that's against the rules, Biff.
Prepare to race! 3, 2, 1... Solid lap. Racing that fast must be illegal. Keep up the drifting and finish this race strong. I should call you Dr. Drift. Oh, you're gonna go supersonic.
Drifting, 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 all the way to the finish. Not a bad showing for the new guy. Another day, another race. Another chance to humiliate Gary.
Let's see if some long-standing records can be... Hey.
Prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
The race is over, and the results are... here somewhere. Oh, bother. Today we're here at Longplay Island.
I'm sorry, where are we, Gary?
Longplay Island, named after Phil Longplay, the famous Hungarian naval officer. But you said you lied, didn't you? It's Rumble Island.
Why don't you ask the Hungarian Navy?
Hey, race fans, we were going in for an interview with Dolar, but he seems a little busy at the moment.
Look at Dolar dish out the hurt with elbow dressing thrown in for extra flavor. Hungry, Gary?
No, not at all, Biff.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
My wings.
Some call it flying, others call it falling with style. Either way, Tag's the master. Welcome, fans. Today we...
Listen to Gary's enlightening stats and expert analysis.
Gee, that's nice, Biff. The big news. Tag is back in living color and shooting up the charts. Judging from the looks of the crowd, about half are Tag fans.
Great report, Gary. You are a fascinating guy.
Thanks. I'm genuinely surprised by all these compliments. Are you being serious?
Absolutely not! We're at the final race of World Tour 3. Gary, what boring stats do you have for us? Gary? Gary, you're on.
No, Biff. I'm done.
What are you talking about, Gare Bear?
No matter what I say, no matter what I do, you find a way to mock me.
Wow. I had no idea.
Is that an apology?
Not at all!
We're almost ready here, folks, and today's race is really going to be...
Whoa, what an entrance! Say buenos dias to Diablo.
Dear me, I think he forgot his parachute.
Real base jumpers don't need a parachute. They let the ground take the pain.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
have it. Tag crossing the line first in a very entertaining race. race fans, are you ever in for a treat? It's the start of the Grand Tour Series, the winner of which will be crowned the new world champion. We're at the jaw-dropping heights of Dire Cliffs to start it off.
That's right. This is the whole enchilada with a side of beans and those hot pepper thingies that make Gary scream like a little third-grade schoolgirl. Just like the other day when he succumbed to my atomic wedgie. Remember that, Gary?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, well, it feels like it was just yesterday.
It was just yesterday.
Booyah!
Welcome back, folks. This course isn't called the Dire Cliffs for nothing.
It's the same reason your house is called the Valley of Boredom.
Nobody calls it that.
The Plateau of Playing, the Canyon of Monotony, the Great Vanilla Desert of Dull.
Today's course will require top driving and top karts, Biff. These are some of the finest quality machines in ModNation today.
Does being wrong come naturally, Gary, or do you work at it?
Prepare to race! 3, 2, 1...
Absolutely incredible drifting from Master Drifter Tag. Welcome to Breakwater, home of the famous Old District.
Old things suck, Garolator.
Actually, I think the history of this track...
This just in. Old things do suck, and your opinion is irrelevant.
I don't.
Irrelevant. You are irrelevant.
What are you?
Danger. Danger, Gary Raisins. You are irrelevant. Danger.
Down at track level, the drivers are... Oh! Don't you just hate it when someone drives right over other people's lines?
I don't know what you mean, Gary.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
This is where you need to take it. Well, so much for that slick driving of yours. Keep it up. Flex them muscles, sunshine. Great hit. These ain't bumper cars. Keep trying.
Finish once again from the unstoppable tag.
Welcome to Rumble Jungle.
I'd like to share a story about a jungle, if I may, Gary. Picture it. Vietnam. Dense foliage. Danger hanging in the air like a maple leaf in November.
I didn't know that you were in the war, Biff.
What war? I went there on vacation. Got lost looking for a restroom. Danger, my friend. Ew! That is just wrong on so many levels.
For once, Biff, I completely agree with you.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
possibly can't you do, kid? Few more spins like that, and you might just take off, sunshine. Six spins! Twist, turn, spin, and win. No one has drifted like that since I was racing.
After that awesome display of drifting from Tag, I must say, I'm inspired.
Buongiorno, Chief. So you know, I plan to introduce this rookie to your favorite Mr. Wall in turn 3. Here's the tag, here's the wall. Pow! Get to know each other. Go on, graffiti this wall with your face.
Don't mind him. He's just some insane, psychotic, extremely dangerous, deadly driver with a pet monkey. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, tag's so pretty. Just like a struffoli. It's a traditional Italian Christmas pastry
That's
that is
covered in sprinkles. We know what it is.
Well, perhaps you can fry me some when I win.
Welcome, 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 racing fans. Try not to look down because we are at the vertigo-inducing altitude of Citadel Heights.
You look a little pale, Gary. Scared of heights?
No.
It's okay to admit it.
I'm fine.
Well, it makes me nervous.
Really? Wow, me too. I just didn't want to...
Booyah! Scaredy cat, Gary!
Oh, come on!
Scaredy cat, scaredy cat!
Let's go trackside, where this racer is taking a relaxed approach to this race. He's really showed us calm and control so far this season.
Tell me, Gary, does it get boring being wrong again and again? Or is it fresh every time?
Racers, prepare to race! 3, 2, 1...
racers can stay on the track, but Tag is able to stay on the racing line. I haven't seen racing like that for quite some time. Welcome to Fracture, where carts, egos, and dreams are broken on the track.
You must have driven this track a few times then, eh, Gare?
Why?
You're the poster boy for broken dreams. Look, I can see a piece of your ego stuck to a rock.
Very funny.
There's a shred of your self-respect. Quick, someone get a sponge.
There's a bit of a delay at the start line here.
Delay? It's a lot more sinister than that, my friend.
What is it?
Sheep.
Sheep?
Look at those beady eyes. I just don't trust them, Gary. I just don't trust them.
Prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
Tomorrow. Glad you landed that one. Just don't mess these other ones up.
Solid driving equals a solid finish. Great stuff once again from Tag. We're here at one of the MRC's most infamous tracks, aptly named Mount Pain.
Doesn't even compare to the mountain of pain I face each day with you commentating next to me.
Biff, that's not a fair comparison. These racers actually have to jump over the tops of active volcanoes.
And I have to negotiate the lava of lameness you throw at me each day.
Let's go down to the track where, oops, looks like there's a little pre-competition competition.
How can there be pre-competition competition? That's nonsense.
Look, what I was trying to say
Look, stick to being boring. You're good at boring.
Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
Is it possible for a cart to hit warp speed? Because Tag might be getting close.
What? If you think I'll suddenly burst into tears admitting that 25 years, 13 days, 23 hours, and 6 minutes ago, Espresso crashed me into the turn 3 wall on this very track, ending my career, you're not gonna get it. Hey, what are you, this is a racetrack, what are you doing? Never hug me. Hugging's for Girl Scouts, hippies, and Italians!
Come on. Hug it out. No?
Hello, racing fans! Send your hot dogs to Grandma's house and throw the kids on the grill!
Actually, Biff, I think you said that back.
No, I didn't, Gary. This is the World Championship. A racing legend and a hotshot newcomer going head-to-head, face-to-face, and tire-to-tire.
Actually, there's several other races.
No one cares, Gary. This is all about Tag trying to beat Espresso, the cup of competition that might be too hot to swallow.
Okay, can I just finish one?
No, you can't. Here we go.
We're at track level for an exclusive interview with Tag.
And there's Espresso sizing up the challenger.
What's he got up his sleeve?
Ouch! More like what's he got upside Tag's head.
Espresso wants the attention, all right.
And the title. Here we go.
Prepare to race. 3, 2, 1. Racers, prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
Don't stop stunting it, kid. The more spins, the better.
fantastic! Tag just nailed 8 360s. If you add all those 360s up, it's 2,880. Yow!
Like I'll be chiefing for another few years. Oh, come here.
No, this one's all you.
What? No way you made it out of turn 3 without me.
Heard you won. Didn't actually see it myself, per se, but was getting constant text updates from my reject assistant. And since you signed a contract that my team of attorneys is gonna see you honor, this is a win for CM, too.
Richard Short.
Who's asking?
Found your prints all over the bomb that blew up Tag's cart.
Oh, someone's getting fired for this!
Guess you wanted the kid on the CM team a little too bad. Guess that partnership bombed.
How's that dotted line looking now, Ricky?
Yeah, it's Richard!
What a race! I haven't been that surprised since Gary found a date!
This newly crowned king of racing has won more than just the championship. He's won our hearts with his creativity and changed what it means to be a true racer. But with the thrill of victory comes the agony of defeat.
I was wrong about you, Tagger. Indeed, you are one deserving of the title of greatest racer in the... Ah! You'll never get it! It is mine! Mine!
How's turn 3 feel now, Stroofily?
Wow, a staggering turn of events. Well, folks, on behalf of myself, Biff, and the rest of the TV crew, thanks for tuning in to this season's MRC Tour.
What? Ooh, what's going on? Ah! Oh.
Booyah. Goodbye, everybody. This weather is perfect for racing, isn't it, Biff?
Do I look like a meteorologist, blockhead? Who cares? It's go time!
3, 2, 1.
Great stuff. You're in third? Time to kick it up a gear. If you want to boost, you gotta fill up first. Sorry you had to learn that the hard way. Can I get your autograph? Keep it up. Great spin. You're making me dizzy. This is getting out of hand. Jeepers. Last lap. We ain't losing this one. Go. Oh, great. Let me know. Revenge is a dish best served cold. With some missiles. If you win this race, you better me.
Wowzers. That wasn't even close.
racing fans, send your hot dogs to Grandma's house and throw the kids on the grill.
Actually, Biff, I think you said that back.
No, I didn't, Gary. This is the World Championship. A racing legend and a hotshot newcomer going head-to-head, face-to-face, and tire-to-tire.
Actually, there's several other races.
No one cares, Gary. This is all about Tag trying to beat Espresso, the cup of competition that might be too hot to swallow.
Okay, can I just finish one?
No, you can't. Here we go.
We're at track level for an exclusive interview with Tag.
And there's Espresso sizing up the challenger.
What's he got up his sleeve?
Ouch! More like what's he got upside Tag's head.
Espresso wants the attention, all right.
And the title. Here we go.
Prepare to race. 3, 2, 1.
what a race. All of us are trying to catch our breath after that one. In fact, could someone pass me my inhaler?
Prepare to race! 3, 2, 1.
I'd like to make some witty Biff Treadwell trademark comment about the race right now, but quite frankly, I dozed off around lap 2. Gary, care to take this one?
Yeah, it's time to split.
We'll kick your ass.
Game over.